of 2022. I am Kaya and I am here with the family. That is right. This is Between Family. First in, tonight we got Keisha Keish. Back from the vacay, looking all sun-kissed and beautiful. Next in, we got Shauna Dawn. I just realized that it was purple on purple.
With the lips, the shirt, the chair, everybody.
It's POP.
It's the pop.
Purple. Okay.
Pop. Next in, we got Chris, the suave debonair.
Turn your head to the side, Chris.
Fresh cut. Next in, we got EVE.
Think what your mama gave you.
You gotta love it. We got Noe B coming in on the latter end.
You hear a random ding dong.
No. We hear a random ding dong. That's when he will be in. But we had so much fun this year, but we also had so much discussions and debates. So obviously we have Between Sisters, we have Up for Debate, and we got Break It Down. But we have a plethora of topics that we have gone over. Well, next up is the top 10 stories of the year. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Okay, boys to men.
2, 1. Who wants to go first?
Wasn't this year when Will Smith smacked Chris?
Yes. That was one of my top 10s.
That was one of my top 10.
All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
I have 12, so I apologize, but my top 12. Now, again, I start off by saying this is my top 12. These are the things that I felt and was thinking.
You ain't got to tell us that.
I'm just saying, for some people, they're like, what? I'm just saying, these are my top 12. So, number 12, Thomas Duval. He was in a horrific car accident. Dummit almost died. And to see him, and each day he posts about his journey to being back to where he was, and it is inspiring. Number 11 is the Will Smith and Chris Rock, because I'm a Will Smith fan. I don't think that everyone should be defined by their worst moment. Number 10, Britney was freed, so that was a big thing. Number 9, I'm pissed off that Trump didn't have to pay taxes, and I did. Just saying, because they gonna find me. Number 8, the Herschel and the Raphael Warnock run. I didn't understand why it was so close. What are we thinking? Just because they put a black man against another black man, and it just showed that we in America have a lot of ways to go. Number 7 was Roe v. Wade being overturned. Stay out of my uterus. Number 6 was the first black woman Supreme Court justice. Number 5, this is a bit personal because I'm from Brooklyn and I was the same age as the Central Park 5 when the Central Park case was big in 1989, but this year they just received a gate in Central Park that was named after them. So I am so happy for them. Number 4, Wakanda forever. Rest in peace to Chadwick. Number 3, the Buffalo and Uvalde, those mass shootings. Number 2 was Twitch. That's one that still hits here. And of course, number 1 is always going to be being Black in America, because that's just something that will always be. And those are my top 4.
I like those.
You took damn near
I'm sorry.
all my stuff.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna adopt most of those as mine.
I'm gonna do like Eddie Murphy and Coming to America. Who's next?
I'm gonna add a couple things in there. The January 6th, that was crazy, and they still trying to figure out what they're gonna do with that.
That
not the committee was this
the
year.
committee.
Okay.
Yeah. The January 6th committee. Yeah.
There was one that just the Ukrainian war, which is still going on, and the Ukrainian president is going to be more than likely given $45 billion more. That right there, I feel so disrespected as a Black person right at this very, very moment. I feel disrespected. And we are sitting watching the whole thing take place in our faces, and we can't do anything about it. We've been asking for the 40 acres and a mule for decades. And nobody, but no, we're not doing that. Next topic. And all they want from us is the vote. All they want. They don't want. And they want from us our votes and to make sure we keep spending our money to put it into the economy. That's it. There's nothing that they have in store for us. Nothing. And if there is anything in store for us, it's because everyone else is getting it. We're never put on the side and said, okay, we owe your community, we owe the Black population, 30% of you, we owe something to you. We got to figure something out, because you guys didn't have a head start. You guys actually started way behind everyone else.
I won't forget it.
That's what he said, right? That's what Biden said.
That's what he said.
And now he is going to give them $45 billion more dollars. They've already gotten how much? 90-something billion already? And you're going to give them $45 billion?
They got 60. They got 60.
60. So by the time it's all said and done, they would have gotten over $100 billion. And you can't give they won't even give 13% of the population $5 billion. And piggyback that whole thing with Chris Rock and Will Smith. That was something else when he said, "Keep your wife's name out your effing mouth." That was another one. Trying to think, was there anything else that Shauna didn't cover that was phenomenal? Unless somebody else take the mic and I come back.
I don't have a full top 10, but I do, of course, Will Smith. I had and Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, and all of the things that he's been doing.
Yeah.
Wakanda, of course. And first of all, let me give a shout out to one of my favorite producers, Babyface, coming out with a whole female album of this generation.
It's hard.
Fire album, by the way. Anything Boosie entertains the hell out of me. I be sending Chris things, and I'm like, yo, what? Anything that he does is very entertaining to me.
I agree.
I hate it and I love it at the same time. Also, this recently happened. My old boyfriend, Chris Brown, he came out with 2 more Christmas songs because everybody knows I love Christmas. Which are also fire too.
Hang on. Sorry.
They are.
I love that. It's giving Christmas though, yeah. Sing. These damn student loans, bro. Pissing me off.
Like it hit home right there.
This is what you do. This is what you do, boo. You go to Ukraine and then ask for your student loans to be paid. They'll get paid in 2 minutes.
Right.
Girl.
I ain't shit. Woo.
Of course, RIP, Takeoff. We love you, bro.
Yes. Oh God, I can't forget you, Takeoff.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the ones I have so far. And just everything else that happened in my life. But other than that, that's
I know. Like
Let me get the coffee cup. Let me get the teacup. Give us one of your top 12 of your life.
This is my baby. This year,
Baby.
Almost
Okay.
I made it.
Go ahead, Chris.
I didn't do top 10 topics. I did top 10 moments from the show.
Okay.
Like from the Up for Debate show. Because
Okay.
obviously, we run things a little differently over there. But
I thought
I'll
you
start
put
from
shade in that one. No, I'm joking.
No.
I'm joking.
But starting from the top, I'll go with number 10 being when we discovered that you were not a baby boomer, but you were indeed.
Wait, say that clearly, because you got a little fuzzy just now.
Gen Xer.
Hit that whole line right there, Chris, so the world can hear what
So
you
for
said.
about 26 and a half episodes, she was deeming herself as a baby boomer.
Because I'm a baby boomer.
Baby boomers were alive during Reconstruction.
That's mommy.
That was a whole different. That's Jim Crow.
Baby boomer.
That's Jim Crow. Mom was thinking from the only colored fountain.
That was whites only on the water fountain.
And for some reason, it was the episode of this. It was a Between Family, and it was brought out that she's not a baby.
And we was like,
it was like
show alternate. You're not a baby boomer. You're Generation X, like me.
Yeah.
It's all right, sis.
That one was hilarious.
You know what? 9. Sidebar. Somebody was like, "Damn, she look good for her age." Man, come here. How old do you think she is?
Come.
Cause she said she part a baby boomer. So damn, she look good. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Continue, Chris.
Oh God, baby boomer from Brooklyn. I'm stop. Number 9 was when we were talking, or Noe was talking about this whole domestic violence thing, and he said the girl hit him and then was wearing the sling, saying that she got hit.
I remember that one.
That was breaking news. That was breaking news.
I remember that episode.
Number 8. I don't know if that was this year. Was the Anthony Hamilton Music Soul Child?
Yes, that was this year. That was
definitely on the list.
Wow, I forgot about that one.
And how everybody somehow believed that Anthony Hamilton won.
That was a travesty. That was a travesty within itself.
Yeah. And the Back to Sleep remix, that really was one of the.
Another window. Sorry.
I just don't know how you put Anthony Hamilton on that. I don't. Okay. Nonetheless. Yeah, exactly. Cookie Monster singing on that. 7 was the whole Kanye Kyrie anti-Semitism thing. That kind of threw me for a loop, as it for most Black people, especially with us seeing different people of influence who were of color, speaking against Kyrie, and the whole situation that kind of was a polarizing situation. 6 was Boosie telling the chick to get out the pool. That was up there for me. That was up there for me. Because during that episode, we was just like, well, trying to come up with solutions. So we was just like, what if you come up with, teams that like transgender teams?
Yeah.
Somebody said the Two-Way Titans should be the name of one of the group.
I just caught that the Two-Way Titans.
That was up there for me. That was number 6. 5 was Katanji. That was a big moment. I forgot what other things we spoke about on that specific episode, but that was a big one for me. Number 4 was that last Between Family episode we was talking about, or somehow we landed on black people getting stuffed. I don't know if you remember that.
Getting stuffed.
Because you went on a really long rant about how like this conspiracy between white people using black bodies and yeah, you were there because it was me and you. You get stuff.
Yo, that was the best thing.
Sweet. Yeah,
I could not stop laughing.
See, here I am trying to, educate y'all.
Yes, but you were going in, and Chris and are in tears. And you just kept going. You were still going.
The stuff dead people.
The black people stuff. Yeah, that was one. Number 3 was fat shaming 50 Cent at the Super Bowl. That joke was hilarious.
That was classic.
That joke was hilarious. That joke was funny.
All the memes.
Oh, the memes were ridiculous.
The memes.
The memes were sick, bro. Number 2 was Sesame Street not messing with black kids. That joint was low key funny to me. I don't know.
Yes. That was the episode me and you got into it, and that was the episode sis was like, why is sis so aggressive?
Yeah, I don't know why Big Bird sonning, little black kids is like racism, yeah, but like at Sesame Street, you feel me? I feel like that's the last place. But nonetheless, and number 1 was Willie Brown. Had to, with Kamala messing with Willie Brown, and then us getting off about 50 jokes back to back for the remainder of the episode regarding that. That was hilarious. And if you don't know who Willie Brown is, please drop the photo when you edit this so that everybody has a good reference.
If you don't know who Willie Brown is, you got to know.
Hilarious.
That was Kamala's boo thing back in the day.
My God. He used to
that was a hilarious episode. That was a Django referencing episode. Cause Noe said that he was alive when they was doing speakeasies.
Oh man. Yeah, that's my top 10 right there.
That was good, Chris.
Yeah.
That was good. That was very entertainment. So my top 10, and I'm not even going to do the ones that Shauna did, or Keish did, or Eve did, because y'all took most of mine. My top was Ryan Coogler getting the cops called on him at the doggone bank.
Yes, that was definitely. You were
you were very emotional at that time. That's y'all. It was you talking the whole time. We just nodded our heads.
Y'all already know that was very traumatic for me.
Yes.
You already said the Oscars, so I ain't gonna do that. Uvalde in Buffalo, y'all said the Katanji, y'all said that Black Panther, Ye, and all his shenanigans all throughout the year. He doesn't even have one thing. He has all throughout the year. Yes, he has. Yes, because I think we had like he has a monthly subscription. Okay. Roe v. Wade, we already said that. Elon Musk. He was so impactful on me that I actually quit my Twitter. And Black Twitter,
a lot of people
everything for me. I lived for Black Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to quit. one of the top stories for me, and this might seem a little shallow, was the fact that Nick Cannon finally admitted that he don't have enough time to spend with all his children.
What in the Nick Cannon?
What in the Nick Cannon?
That was
my
family
topic.
moment.
Top family moment. Yo, I have people still, co-workers, talking about that one moment.
What in the Nick
Oh,
Cannon?
that was also a 2022 moment.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard, to be honest.
Nick Cannon came out and said that he's having a hard time.
At what point did he realize that? What kid was that?
I know.
And still has another one on the way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's about to be 12.
With the one that with the mother of the one that died.
Yeah.
He's having another one with her.
There's another one also.
No, she just gave birth, I think.
Oh, she just gave birth?
Yeah, I think she just gave birth.
That nigga need to be canceled. And the only reason why I don't want him to get canceled is so he can support his whole tribe.
All of his children.
Jesus
Wasn't we just talking about
and
Latin
Latter-day
fatherhood
Saints?
and drumline?
What the hell is wrong with this man? Oh my God. Like, it disgusts me. Like, it's just like, ugh.
Especially, like, the thing about it is he's having multiple children with the same woman. Mm-hmm. So it's like this woman he has 3 with, this woman he has 3 with, this woman he has 2 with, this woman he has 2 with.
You know, we would listen. We talked about folks that have done that. So Nick ain't no better than the rest of them. Oh, Jesus.
The only thing that's different between him and the ones that's out there that we know is that he can financially support.
Wow.
Well, he is now community penis.
I mean, he just rotating them. Had himself
he
got a team
amongst the community.
He sticks to the team.
Your turn.
Yo, he literally has a full basketball roster. Like he's got subs.
Yeah,
he's got subs.
He's got subs.
No, why somebody recorded them watching Drumline when he was at the ticket booth and he was like talking to his father. He was like, I don't got any kids running around here. And the person was like, Cap.
Cap. That's a big
when
cap.
I saw that, I screamed. I said, what you want to do that?
That's a big cap.
Yeah,
that's Captain America.
Got an A-team B team.
Yeah. After Nick, Kyrie, and the black pundits that had a whole bunch of malarkey to say about him after the fact, and then came backpedaled after the fact. Queen Elizabeth.
Twitter had me rolling.
The black Twitter
God.
and Irish Twitter.
Yes,
after Queen
Twitter,
Elizabeth.
It was like, this is the queen that died. And they was like, oh, Queen Elizabeth.
Ooh.
Every black person. But they were like,
listen, we are so petty.
And I love it.
And I love it.
Let's be wary of this too, just as a society. You know how when on an iPhone, when you move around apps and you put them in the folders, like you say you take Instagram and you put it over Twitter, it'll make a folder for Instagram and Twitter. Does that make sense? So when you do that, the phone automatically labels the category of the apps that are in said folder.
Right. Yeah.
You put Instagram into Twitter, labels it as news. Right. So moving forward, that's what these social media apps are being utilized for, and that's how people are using it. So now when you have these polarizing arguments between whoever you're talking to in conversation, they're getting their news from Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah.
Right. These are not reputable sources.
Yeah.
But
and I don't look at them as news.
Yeah, I mean,
I go to news sources.
The majority does, which is kind of scary.
If I don't hear it from April.
Like once I see stuff on Instagram,
you know.
yeah, I go to news sources to check, to verify.
Average person ain't doing that.
Yeah. No, I'm not that ain't me.
Scary stuff, man.
People don't watch TV anymore. Everything is streamed. So
Bishop Whitehead. Bishop Whitehead is another one. He has given me so much joy throughout the year. First with, well, obviously not when they held the gun up to his wife and baby, you know, and then when he choked the lady out in the church, and now that he's been arrested on fraud charges.
Wait.
I missed that one.
Yeah.
I sent it to you guys in the chat on Instagram. He's been arrested for fraud.
I saw that.
Defrauding one of his parishioners.
He is out on bail, a $500,000 bail. He's out, and he said that he will prove his innocence.
Remember when I had brought up?
Feds don't really arrest.
He's now on BBC in BBC News, and BBC is one of the most unbiased news news platforms out there.
It was the
and
feds?
It said U.S. pastor robbed on live stream faces fraud,
right. That's what I'm saying.
And extortion.
The feds don't arrest you for just like they go through.
Like,
you saying this must be serious?
This ain't the county police. Like,
it's right. Exactly.
Like, come on, man. You're gonna prove your innocence.
The feds. It's the FBI.
The money allegedly taken from the parishioner, around $90,000, was spent on luxury goods and clothing.
Remember when I had brought up the dude that was sitting back of him?
Yes.
That was not fake by any of it. He just sat there like, niggas, y'all late. He was still reading the Bible. He was still flipping pages.
He was like, Teddy, you were supposed to be here at 2:30. Then you come on in here with your Yule log in the background.
The bishop was on the floor laid out, and he's sitting there like this.
Like,
now, somebody came in the room. I'm on the floor with you. I was like, see, you done set my ass up.
He wasn't fade. And last but not least, this year, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and Tatiana Jefferson's killers have all been convicted and sent to jail of murder.
Yes.
And they gave the boyfriend $5 million, something like that.
And they gave the boyfriend, I mean, and $5 million ain't nothing.
There's no amount that is ever,
because he clearly is going to need a couch.
Trauma that he has
Jesus
endured.
And all a host of angels to help him get through what he had to go through. And $5 million? $5 million?
$5 million.
Meanwhile, you giving Zelensky, and did you see they talk about Zelensky wife because she was over in Paris spending $40K on clothes. But yet you over here supposed to be fighting for your freedom from Russia, but you spending $40K on clothes in Paris?
And I
you got time for shopping sprees?
I was like, you know he kept at least $1 billion for himself. You know he kept at least $1 billion. I can't, like, oh, Jesus. I am so angry right now. Like, oh, Lord. I feel like Martin's mother.
Apple head!
That's so like apple head!
Yeah.
I'm angry.
I want to keep getting billions after billions.
I'm an angry black woman right now.
Asking us for the to pay taxes.
Why you think what of mine was that Trump ain't had to pay taxes and I did?
This nigga paid zero. It said zero in 2020. It said $750. $750 in 2 years in a row.
That's an Uber ride.
Yo.
I'm sorry, Noe. What's your top 10?
I'm gonna
Let's see
make
if
this.
let's see if we hear the crackling of the U log.
First of all, it's birchwood.
My.
That's the good wood.
Midnight carols.
Birchwood is
that was the top one.
grade A
That was the top
wood for fire burning. All right. All right. So what we got here? I think my number one was that flued out joint to Miami because my man put it with the Biscoffs. So that was my favorite one. Let's see. We got the Usher and Chris Brown situation because we all know that I was right on that. Downtown Willie Brown. Number 3. Oh, what was the thing for that? Peacoats.
Bell bottoms and peacoats.
Yeah, peacoats, bell bottoms, and boots. And we got 3, Kanye versus the Jews.
Just the title of that. So.
You can't say the Jews in the same sentence. You can't say the and Jews.
We got Black Panther and Dr. Umar. 50,000. What he gave Kugler, what, 5,000 lashes for that?
Yeah. The gentrification of Black Panther. You Black kids went to go see Black people and they go there and they see Mexicans.
Oh, that's what
They went there to see their own people, and then you go there, and then now they're being fed Mexicans.
And he was upset that the Mexicans, he was like, oh, they really had control of the vibranium. So the Black people didn't even have. I was like, yo, you're reading way
like you going on.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that. The one natural resource that was supposed to be only in Wakanda is now a resource that is also in what is it? Tolucan? What's the name of the place?
Kukulkan.
Kukulkan.
Yeah.
But now the natural resource ain't even indigenous to just Wakanda. Now it's a part of Kukulkan.
Referring to a fictional race of people as Mexicans is crazy.
Yeah, he went in because he was just like, yo, no disrespect to the Mexicans, but if they want their own superhero, they can create one. I was just like, okay.
Right. I love it. What you say? Can't make this shit up.
Not at all.
Speaking of Dr. Umar, my man was talking about he out here with 2 wives or multiple wives or whatever.
He said he want to have 2 wives. He said he want to have.
How many wives he got right now?
None.
He's got women. Well, I'm sorry. He said he will have 2 queens.
That's why he out there making sure he can collect his money for these 2 queens. He's doing appearances and all kind of stuff.
All right. So what we got here? Fat Joe and the N-word.
That was pretty good.
Oh, I forgot about that.
We got all things LGBT. You know, that's a favorite topic of mine.
Why?
Oh, because they be just doing mad extra stuff. So I like to call them on it. No, you know what I'm saying? I love everybody.
Now, Kaya, go ahead and put your little spiel in there. You got some LGBTQ in your family. You got it in your bloodline. So we do not hate on them people. Matter of fact, I think you part LGBTQ, aren't you? We are all 23 and me.
Something wrong with y'all.
This would have been a night. This would have been a night for some spiritus. Sorry, go ahead.
And we got
started it off with Coquito.
That Second Amendment discussion that we had. That was a
Second Amendment, yes.
And then I think that's 10. I think that's all of them.
Black Panther versus the Mexicans is mad funny. I'm not.
Yes.
It's mad funny.
Yo.
He took it to heart. I don't know why. I don't know what he was expecting.
Like
He
some
was
people just be
mad.
pro-black, but then other people just be like,
Nah, he
That's
was
some next
was
level.
next
mad.
level. Like he
Like,
was
just
legit angry.
reeling in.
what you mean by that, bro?
But they didn't.
So he was like Mexicans.
But they didn't. But they
I
didn't.
wish I was a fly on the wall when he was at the movie theater. He probably was like,
And then he gassed it so crazy because he was just like, I got my people ready and all this. We're dressed in our African robes and this and that. And we walked in here to see
Our princely
Mexicans.
robes.
I was like, nigga, it's just a movie. So I'm like,
he was
like the black people won the fight.
he was singing Apple. What the hell is this on the screen? This ain't Taco Tuesday.
I was like, I just didn't understand why he was so mad.
This ain't Cinco de Mayo. I ain't get dressed up for that.
You had me put on my dashiki.
And I'm here.
He was like, I got dressed up and y'all gonna give these niggas the vibranium. It's like, what? It's like,
They punking you. They punked y'all. Shine the whole
Put on my mandals.
You said Mandels?
Woo. He was serious though.
no, 100%. Like he was pissed. I mean, he gave out lashes.
He gave Ryan Coogler lashes.
Except for the gentrification. Of
The
black men.
gentrification and the feminization
Of black
of the
men.
black man.
I love it. I love it.
Like he brought up slaves, slave ships.
I feel like sometimes people just got too much time on their hands. Like I just feel like it's like
Like they just want to hear themselves talk. Like that's what it is.
An extremist.
He's the prince of Pan-Africanism.
But you
Dr.
know what the
Umar
Prince of Pan-Africanism said? Infantunde, Marcus Garveyite, whatever he be saying.
Niggas be giving out mad names. I'd be like, yo, where did like there's a new name every time he introduces himself.
You know what he said though? That made me be like, you know what? You right. This is one time I was like, you know what, you right? Because he said that, because he's obviously building that school. And he said for 3 years, he's been trying to get the school built. And he was dealing with black contractors and black contractors kind of get the school built. And for 3 years, the black contractors took his money and they skated on him. They jerked him around. And he was just like, he had to go with the white contractors. And after he started working with the white contractors, they finished the job in 3 months. And I say that to say that unfortunately, even though we are the melanin movement, at the end of the day, sometimes we can't always just be like, it's us. Because sometimes ain't kinfolk. Because even with Deion Sanders, he was out there winning games and niggas was in the locker room stealing his stuff out his locker.
Wow.
At Jackson State.
Took everything but the chain on his neck.
The same Umar Johnson was talking about he sold out or sold his people out for leaving the school.
Deion has done so much for young black boys that I know in this move there is something bigger that he will be and then all the same folks saying, oh, he's a sellout, he's this, he's that, will be like, oh, like I'm like, now I see.
He just did an interview on Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp.
Oh, that was hilarious when
If
So
you haven't seen it,
we watching Shannon Sharp again because I had cut
again,
him off. I had cut him off because he was him and Skip and Shannon was the only podcast that I had ever subscribed to from years ago. Because I liked Shannon Sharp until Umar said that he was just like a black woman can't do nothing for him. But then you see how Skip had totally disrespected him a couple of days ago.
With the Tom Brady comparisons, or was it?
Yeah.
That was dumb.
And Skip was like, put your glasses back on.
Put your glasses back on. Yeah, that was mad funny.
Hey, what difference does it make if I take my glasses off or not? I'm mad. I'm taking my glasses off. Put your glasses back on.
he almost got his ass whooped. That's what was not
yeah, that's what, yeah.
Skip almost got skipped.
Skip almost got. Come on, Skip. Come on, Skip.
Skip almost got scupped.
Skip almost got skipped. So what happened on this Shay?
No, I mean he just did an interview with him because him and Shannon Sharp are mad close. So it just, Shannon Sharp is a big deal in Denver. So being that he's, in Colorado now, he went up there to check him, do a little interview, all that other stuff. But I mean, it's one of those interviews where it's like nobody else is going to get that kind of response from the person due to the relationship and the experience and all that. So like he just was opening up. So I mean, it's funny.
It's a funny interview because Shannon was going in on the fact that he doesn't have 10 toes. So it was just like only like friends could have that banter.
He was talking about the fact that he didn't have no toes?
Yeah, because Dion had his toes in. He had 2 toes amputated. So he was just like, look.
Yeah, he had made him liking him to Kunta the last episode. He was just like, when he had his foot cut off.
You did say that.
It's like, because remember when he had his foot cut off, and I'm sorry, go ahead, Noe. You were saying?
No, I'm just saying Shannon was going on. He was just like, your boy's gonna be 8 toes down for you.
Like 8 toes down for you.
You gotta be careful. There's an 8-toe community that's gonna be pissed off.
And then you gotta say some nonsense.
Their feet, like.
Then you gotta say some nonsense like, I stand with the 8-toe community.
Oh no, it was a really good interview though.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It was a really good interview because it was serious as well as funny.
Yeah.
So.
And he was talking about his experience at Jackson.
I mean, he says a lot without saying a lot in certain spots, and then other places he's just like, "This is what it is."
But I mean, it unfortunately, like sometimes, and I'm a witness. There's been times where I'm just like, no, I want to use my own people, and then you use your own people, and it be like,
I've been through that with business. I've been through that, and they always want their money up front. I'm like, can you do the job first? I'm not giving you no down payment. Can you do the service? At least give me some part of the service. They want some money up front. And it's not even supplies. There's a difference in supplies. I'm like, you're creating a website. Start something.
Chris, what Pop be saying about business?
Who?
Pop be saying about business.
Yeah. Because obviously we're into contracting, so we work with a lot of different, subsidiary companies or whoever. But the main thing he says is our problems never come from the Caucasians.
Nope. It's us.
Always.
Because you know what? It'd be the scene from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. How much is it for one rib?
I'm sure it's
No, that was on a one rib.
That goes even for customers too.
Just put it in my hand. Just put it in my hand.
That goes even for customers too, not just people that are offering services. Like they get funny with bread. When it's time to, you know what I'm saying? If we have a contract and you're on a pay schedule or a payment schedule, like a third, and it's time for that second, you know what I'm saying, installment of payment, and you like, oh, I got to move money from my check into the savings. Like, bro, you had a contract. You knew when money was going to be due.
You know
what I'm saying? So that only happens with us.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, but that's reality.
Then when they come to that second payment, then they start saying, well, let me see what you did so far.
Yeah.
I don't like the way that look. I think you should, matter of fact, I think you should take off some of the how much I paid, because you didn't do a full job. I don't know. I don't like, they start,
You already know how we do.